Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Everybody, how's it going?
Great. How about yourself there, Dan?
Yeah.
Hey, chill out.
Living the dream, huh, Dan?
I'm trying to.
Mm.
I think we all having a great night. Hopefully, we all are anyway. It was a good weekend for myself and Jimmy and Sonia up here for our finals. So,
Yes, we
Everyone
did.
on
nothing to complain about today.
Yeah,
We had a great overall turnout, I think.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetheart.
right,
I got to find a mute button on them.
What's up, Bobby?
right.
Well, Bobby, you will be proud to know that I have upgraded from tall can Jimmy to now it's pitcher Jimmy.
Yeah, you get you one of those big gulp cups, from the gas stations.
Well, it was funny because we were in the bar and I was sitting around and I said, "Hey," she was like, "Well, what do you want to drink?" I said, "I want a pitcher with a straw in it." So next thing I know, I turned around and she brought me a pitcher with a straw in it. So my ass drunk it. And I drank another one. So it was fun. I had a great time. Finals was great. Everybody, no complaints. Everything went off with no problems, no hitches. I don't know. It was just an overall great weekend. I was really thankful to have the extra help. I have a dad up there, It was just, I don't know. It was just an overall great show. It really was. We had people's birthdays. We had like 2 or 3 people's birthdays, at finals too as well. And it was Jamie and Christina's anniversary that weekend too.
Oh,
So
right.
it was just a really, really good overall weekend. I got my dreamsicles put in over the weekend. So them things they're sounding pretty good. They're sounding pretty good. I mean, they're still brand new. They ain't broke in, but
the other speaker.
I still got my other speakers now. But
I just checking.
Yeah.
But overall, those I'll tell you, for speakers that were not broke in, them things they were pretty nice. They were nice.
Greg used them.
I loved them.
Yeah, that's right. You did have the dreamsicles in there too.
Well, they was at the show this weekend, and another feller's car, and he was beating the far out of them.
I'm telling you, they're all over. There was like probably 4 or 5 vehicles at my finals alone that had dreamsicles in them. So definitely a little mini cake Jimmy. Come on,
we ought to get everybody with kids and grandkids and let them handle the live stream one night. See how it goes.
That would be funny.
Still excited
It would
because
be
they
fun.
took first
I think
and
so.
second. Tony, you know that.
This
Come on.
one at
Can't control it.
Slamology went up to
Yeah.
Tony and rubbed Cheetos all over him.
Right?
That's when they first met. It's funny.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, well, it was good on my end too. We hadn't have very many mistakes or bad things. Most we only had one feed fall out that was in Durban, and other than that, we didn't have to relink anybody. Everybody's feed stayed up.
Wow.
It was not pixelated.
Badass.
Yeah.
I remember the first or second year that it'd probably be the 3rd or 4th year that we did it. Because the first and
Last
second
year was
year, you
pretty
got to be in you. Yeah, last year's probably the worst.
Yeah.
Last
And,
year's probably the worst.
So, but yeah, no, we had all good things. I screwed up one score. It was either in leashed or unleashed. They sent a score in. I deleted the score because I thought it was the wrong score. It turned out to be the right score, but the wrong member number. And so we wound up having to put that back in.
Well, I mean, mistakes happen. Heck, I entered somebody in under the wrong class and didn't even realize it until you had called me. It was like, hey, he's in the wrong class. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So,
I did it too, but that one I'm talking about was from Durban, and that's their first time doing a finals with us, so that was their first time for all of it. So you give all that, they did pretty good. Let's see, that was the Bumblebee car that we had somebody call such a stink about, but so that car was qualified in one class, not in the other, and I didn't know that whenever I said it was not qualified. He was qualified in one class, and so a little bit of a I won't say a miscommunication, but I led at least one guy to believe the car wasn't qualified. Right. I didn't learn until I called about that score that was the case. So, but anyway.
Their lingo's a little bit different than ours.
Yeah, and then so I think you guys sent us a couple of swap scores once.
Yeah, I think Dan got one, and then Mama got one. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
then,
I think Tony sent us one change of a number, member number, and that was it, dude. That was all our hiccups.
I will say that, thank God we had Chris down there, because Chris took a bunch of amazing photos and videos of all weekend long.
So
That'd be really nice.
I think, Chris, I have an ad on Facebook for you. I got to delete some people before I can add you. I'm at that point. I can't add nobody, so I go find somebody to delete. Now I'll do that sometime this week.
You really should, Billy, because I promise you, he's at every one of my shows that are in the league, in the Nebraska area.
So somehow, man, I got about 50 requests over the weekend. I guess because of finals, but it'll take me a long time to delete that many people, go through, because I literally know nearly all 5,000 of those people on my Facebook, Now, okay, yeah, I thought you might have been froze for a second, Greg.
No, I'm just sitting here listening.
Yeah. So I can't think of any other, but so for the whole weekend, that's the only glitches I think we had, unless I'm forgetting one. I meant to write them down, but I didn't. And so, have we talked about any other that you guys think I forgot?
I swapped the other side of the field on this one so I could be closer to the building for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And I think everybody liked it there because I had the picnic tables and I had a crowd sitting there watching them as they went through the lane. So it worked out pretty good. Yeah.
That's what it should be for every show.
Yeah. Those show promoters that put us on the back 40, I always have thought that they just were unwise to put him out. We're entertainment. They're
definitely hurting their own self, I think, sometimes, because they can get
but at my shows, I'm the first thing you see.
It's something to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. It is. I don't know. It was just like that. It was a very fun weekend, and I had a great time.
Yeah, it is. It went off really well. And how did y'all like the way we did the scores this time?
I liked it.
I mean, it was okay. At first it was like, man, that's a lot to enter in and to get it. But after a minute, it flowed. So,
I'm really talking about the competitors as far as them checking them, being able to see them, so they didn't have to worry about that screen scrolling.
I think that was a lot better. A lot better. 100%.
Yeah. It was easier, and it was easy for the competitor to check it and see if we made the mistake and put them in the wrong class or anything else accidentally, or their score was 0.14 and it should have been 0.41 or something. So that way it was a lot easier. We didn't have to edit ourselves. They would help us out and tell us.
I don't think anybody made a score mistake. I think it was just numbers.
Yeah.
But also, you guys, I hope you guys realize that if I had to retype that into something, I could have made the mistake as well. So we eliminated one chance of two from making spelling mistakes or typo mistakes.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah.
I don't know. It was just it was. There was, like I said, I mean, I hate to keep saying the same thing, but it was a great weekend, and I didn't have any hiccups, and that was the best part about it, was no hiccups. Nobody was really upset. Nobody was coming up griping or, hey, I can't see the live video, or this feed's not going on. The scores are not updated. I really didn't have any of that at all. Yeah. And I mean, I wish it probably wouldn't have been, 30-mile-an-hour wind in my place, but hey, it was, other than that, it was really great.
That's the Midwest. That's just what y'all got.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like we talk about it. One finals, it could be snowing. The next final, it could be 90-mile-an-hour wind. The next final, it could be 100 degrees. The next final, it could just be raining its butt off. You never know what you're going to get in October in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Honestly, you really don't.
Yeah.
It could be 100 degrees or it could be snowing.
We had talked about, maybe moving it back again to March, but I don't know how everybody would. I don't care. I literally do not care.
I'd like it where it's at. I really do.
I like it where it's at, but I would also like to give the competitors a little time. They go to every other org in October, September, October. So it's a money thing. They out, and we are the cheapest org. Others, they're spending hundreds on, right? Yeah. So they run a few classes in the other orgs. They spend a drop of $1,000. So,
That wasn't Kansas, though, David.
They
it might
on a
increase our
different day.
participation if we moved
Close
to
enough.
April or May.
Yeah.
Of course, let them do it a different weekend instead of the same one.
Live streams were kind of useless. Even watching my iPad, it was too small to see very info. Yeah, I mean, it was to an extent, but in that same sense, it really wasn't there for information. It was just kind of there for entertainment.
Yeah, it is really there for just you can see the person is actually there running, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. I don't know. It was no issues that way. I wish if I would have. The only hiccup I made was generally I'd normally bring like a separate TV and a computer and set it up over the side, which I would have did that, and I would have had like the live stream going over there so people could have watched it, but I forgot it. And I actually used my tablet for a while, and then my tablet actually shut off because it got too hot. It said tablet was too hot, and it shut the device off on me. So
Yep, no doubt. Well, on my end, it went well. I was happy. Didn't have really have any hiccups. Greg had one clamping something. Yeah, a Terrence 35K.
It was a Sound Digital.
Sound Digital.
Oh,
yeah. Couldn't hardly get a clamp on it, and I think they had the same problem in South Africa in Durban.
Well, I told you my clamp actually quit on me, even though, I looked at it, my clamp's barely a year old, maybe a little bit older than a year. And it's, if you look at it, it looks brand new, but I'm telling you, it has issue and it's not working. But I borrowed one from a friend off of the older term lab. I'm telling you, this thing's probably 7, 8, probably 9 years old. It's been beat up.
Well, they don't make stuff.
But his clamp and all his stuff works perfectly on mine.
Well, if you'll open that clamp up, there's a wire breaks in it.
Yeah, that's what I was just say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I don't know.
Yeah, you can just solder it back.
You can take the little plastic side off one of the clamps. The only one I think has got a screw in it, and you can look. There's a black wire, and it's got a screw connected to it, and you will see it broke most likely.
Is that why I quit reading?
Probably.
Okay. Absolutely. So, Cyclone Wall was close. I'm kicking myself in the butt so much. I really wanted to run Hurricane, and I should have ran Hurricane, but I looked on there. Now, get this. Here's one for you. Hey, you shut up there, David. The Chiefs are playing back there. But no, I was going to run it, but then I looked, but for some reason, my dumb self, I clicked on 2025 or 2024 finals, and I seen that there was 2 other people in there, and I didn't want to be that asshole or that judge that bumped them out. So I didn't run. And then, I don't know, probably at the very end of the show, I clicked on there to look at scores, and I'm like, wait a minute. Nobody even.
Yeah.
We had a lot of classes that were empty. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Because I really, really wanted to run that. I told everybody at the beginning of the show, hey, I'm running in that class just to let you know, give you a heads up. I'm going for that class.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't because I seen 2 other competitors in there because I didn't want to be a jerk and bumped them out. They might have been louder, they might not have. I don't know. But I didn't want to be that person at finals. At a regular show, hey, it's fair game. But at finals, I just didn't want to be a jerk about it. But next year, it's game on, guys. I'm telling you right now, Jimmy's coming hot and heavy this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the games or in the lanes every show that I can get, and I'm going to do a lot more testing. I'm going to get back to the way I used to be.
I'm going to be honest, man. If you don't put some kicker subs in there, you're probably going to be broke.
Well, I'm probably going to be broke because I can't afford the kicker subs either. Shit.
I'm actually broke.
David, that too, man. Yeah, the small classes this year were hot and heavy in all the small classes.
They really were,
Bandit and Assassin, Ninja, for no wall, and you're looking at obviously Stealth, Boss, or
Ninja.
Massive.
And Bandit was nasty too this year. Everybody was like a 58 in Bandit. What the heck?
Yeah, so. Where was that score from? Is that a South African score?
The Bandit one
was from Indiana.
It was here. I was in Indiana.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forget who. Anyway, I was going to try and get some pictures of it, see what it was, and then.
Unfortunately, we missed you, Brett. I know that things happened, and I think you're doing bigger and better things. But I'm not going to let it out the bag. I will
point out that that Brett runs Sundown. He does not run kicker, and that Brett was broke.
Prime example.
Now that's facts, okay? Right? Yeah. It's a little bit misleading, and the subs is not what broke, but no, I'm just messing with him. Yeah.
But Billy's so serious about it, he can go into his closet and show you some like 30-year-old kickers that he has to never put no power to that are still not broke.
Yeah.
Because they only had like 50 watts. They only had like 50 watts going to each speaker, so of course they wasn't going to break.
Yeah, no, they didn't break. Yeah,
I got kickers for the Grand National around back.
Right,
there you go. He's got the old gold letter. He's got the old gold letter kickers sitting in there. The old ancient ones. You touch the surrounds, and they're going to start falling apart because they're so old.
There's another one I want to check out. I know Craig Ball was in the class, and I think whoever beat him, I think was South Africa, and I want to get and see what was in that one. Some of we'll check out just for fun, Because Craig Ball allowed for a no wall. He's a no wall class.
Oh yeah.
Well, the Jack Hawley guy that did Ninja, his one was those P&E speakers that looked like stereo, like concert speakers.
Billy, can you answer?
Yeah, I see that comment. Whoever's got the button, you put him out of this live stream.
Oh, damn! There was a hit. Sorry.
But yeah, I would like to research and find a few.
Eduardo won he's kicker.
Who?
Eduardo.
Oh, right. He won the demo awards, didn't he?
He won demo awards, and he's got 615.
Where'd that comment go? Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pro audio. Yeah, that's what they are. Pro audio neo beasts.
He did a 64-4 or something like that. Yeah, it was loud.
This was now Jack. You say it's not like a regular sub, is that right?
No, it looks like a big PA speaker.
So I think that he came to Slamology maybe 2 years ago with that, and we were like, dude, you can run, but you're probably not wise. And as a matter of fact, David right here, it was in the same class, and we were both like, what is this dude doing? And he come up there, he popped a big old score, and David's like, and David's in that class, and David's like, man, I can't touch that. So yeah, small world, huh, Dave?
Yeah, I kind of feel you on that one, Brett.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want to be that person, but I expected them to come out and just annihilate us this year.
Well, you got to realize, man, I won't say every build, but most every build they have are classed up more than they should be, just because their amps are rated at like 100,000 watts instead of 2,000 watts.
Right.
So most of them are running a class above what they should, I believe.
Right.
Oh, he means entry-wise. Yeah, so they had the same problems down there, people getting qualified. Those judges kind of do like Richard does. They travel that whole country. So getting 7 shows in each of those 3 areas was a challenge.
Travis Kelce. Yeah. Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh, yeah. You Jason
Taylor Swift.
Mr. Taylor
Memphis
Swift
was on here earlier. They're actually going to be hosting a show in February.
Oh, there you go.
Shaking the Sands. It's in Fayetteville. No, not Fayetteville. Wilmington.
I would say I fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know how you want to put it, but I only have 2 more shows left for the year. And then I actually take about a 3-month break.
Yeah. It's going to be
I would love to actually do more shows, but unfortunately, I don't have any locations that will allow anybody to come inside and run inside so we could all stay warm. So,
hey, I think if you guys like the location that y'all did finals, I think you guys ought to try and secure that already for next year.
It's already secured. Who are you talking about? It's already secured. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already done. It is.
How far is Tim from y'all?
From me, Tim's the same drive. Tim can come
the same drive. He's about 5.5, 6 hours.
He can
So
come back.
maybe, yeah, okay, that's not too bad. So try to get, because we're going to be limited, because we know we're going to probably have a South Florida, right? So we're going to try to combine some. I'm trying to maybe combine the upper right, which y'all say is Midwest. I don't understand because that's the right. That'd be East. But, Indiana is not Midwest at all. It's Mid-East, maybe.
And I've always thought the same thing, but Indiana always say they're the Midwest. And it's like, no, you're not. Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, that's kind of the Midwest.
Whoever come up with that didn't take a geography class.
Yeah.
Right.
I was expecting more for Demo Wars and only had one show up from Michigan.
Walt, come on up. You're welcome.
The bad part about it is I honestly have 2 or 3 guys down here that would love to do Demo Wars, but they don't want to drive all the way up to you to do it for finals.
So this was my suggestion to some of the others. If they don't want to drive, just do your regional. And
I did actually announced that this year, and I let everybody know that me and Dan are doing regional finals this year. Yep. So, and we're probably going to do it at the exact same location, and that way, it is what it is. Yeah. That way. Boom Timber restructured, absolutely.
Yes, it is, Eric.
Sir. Absolutely. No, like our regional finals, I would say it's probably going to be, I don't know, a couple months before. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we even might try to do our regionals around maybe July and do it at 712.
We could do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would do it closer to finals, but you do you. Right?
You think closer to finals?
I do. That's what I think, but I'm not saying you gotta, but that's what I would do.
I was just thinking giving people plenty of time to be able to, in case they blew something, have their stuff fixed and ready for finals.
Yeah, that's the reason I say a month.
Yeah, okay. A month.
All right. About a month prior, I think is good.
Well, we could do it for Smoky Mountain.
I want you guys to see if y'all can do this. Let me find this date. I think it's April the 16th.
25th, 26th.
Is it 25th, 26th? That'll be our 10-year anniversary, Base Force 10-year anniversary. So I hope, 25, 26. So I'm going to try and get everybody to run a show on 25, 26. And for that weekend, we just flood the country or countries with Base Force.
Why don't we do a national show like we did that one time?
I'll have to find
one big show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, if people wanted to. Yeah, just a regular show, not the finals, but
regular show.
Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, that would be fun.
Donnie, are you asking? Is there a Boom Timber? No, there is no Boom Timber this year, unfortunately.
Not this year.
I know there's a lot of other things going on, and it kind of really is what it is.
Yeah.
Friday night, Friday, Saturday. I don't know. I think Billy might be right. July might be a little too early to have finals, so we might kick it back another month or two. So we'll figure it out, though. Yeah. I'll definitely talk with Dan and talk with the wife and kind of look it over and try to figure it out. I don't know, and maybe maybe just to be nice, because I was looking at it. I've had a finals in Kansas, I've had a finals in Missouri, and now I've had a finals in Iowa. So. Yep. Maybe I just throwing it out there. I might want to try to find somewhere in Nebraska to do like our regional finals. That way, I've hit every state in my region with a finals. But that is depending, of course, upon finding a location and everything working. But I don't know. This is just hopes and dreams, though, guys. So don't hold me to any of this. It is what it is. And Kansas City still winning. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but so any job.
Xavier.
Schedule you a show for April the 25th and 26th, or we might wind up doing that whole live thing. Doing that would be cool. Whatever, it's awesome to have it paint the country. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll try to. Actually, I think my wife is watching right now. So Sonia, could you please make sure you write them dates down so we can try to figure it out, please?
Yeah, April 25, 26.
April 25, 26. She said.
Yep.
So what do you think about that song that the South Africans made there, Dan?
That was cool, wasn't it? I wish I should have loaded that video so we could play it. I wonder if I can.
I think we should borrow that from them so we don't have to demonetize everything else.
No, I
want
asked
my
her. Yeah,
nickel. I want my nickel.
yeah,
Somehow.
yeah. They no. She said you said she'd make us one that was really more geared to towards the whole world instead of just South Africa. But let me see. I might can download it right quick, like and run it.
I listened to it earlier. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Where would that be? That's a good question.
Oh, that would be nice too, Brian. Yeah. I don't think that'll happen though. I think the folks with 1320 just don't like it because we don't, even though we're all vehicle enthusiasts, as I like to say, they don't like the audio portion because we don't spend money over there.
But you know what's funny though? The Ice Cream Cruise started on cruising and music.
Yeah.
That show started on music and cruising.
Yep.
You know, they would go cruise and they would come back and have the music thing. And then somehow or another it went to I don't even know if they do the cruise anymore, but it's all about cars, you know. And don't get me wrong, I know I love cars to death, but it's kind of sad that it went away from the car audio side of it. Because it was, you know, it was a great location. It was really, really fun doing it there too.
Yeah.
Now I did earlier today call some of my you know, the stuff that I run in my vehicle, call those people up and thank them, like John Kent with Rogue. And he is actually walking and moving a little bit better now, so he's doing better.
Yeah, stroke. Right?
Yeah, he had that stroke last week. And then called Donnie Lambert and him at sundown and thanked them because the Team 10 case did really good this weekend. And then I called Robbie at Resilient and talked to him, and he said that he is most definitely on board with us next year, Billy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, cool. He said he's definitely going to support us again. So we got Resilient Sounds.
We definitely have, you know, Dan Horner's love and respect too with DTX and also, you know, Dreamsicles and stuff too. So
yeah,
and then, you know, we got Resilient Sounds, a Kicker, and you know, and we're starting to get a nice little following of some good people and some good supporters, and that's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hug up on Memphis, Houston, and get the Sky High bunch in with us.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just amazing, you know. And like I told everybody, I was humbled, if anything, and appreciated that all of the love and support everybody gives us all year long. You know, I mean, without them and without the love and support they give us, none of these scores or anything we do matters. So, right. I mean, it's not about. I always tell everybody it's not about the money. It's about bringing the fun back to the lanes. And if you're not having fun, you can't. Why even do it? And hell, there was a couple of competitors this weekend that literally pulled up to the lanes. It was just like, you could see it. It was all over their face. They were stressed out. They was worried. And I flat out told them, you can't run. And they was like, wait a minute, why? I was like, because you have to smile. If you're not having a good time, you can't run.
Right.
They stopped. They took a deep breath, and then he relaxed. And then he started to have fun again and ran again. And I was like, you know, come on, chill out, guys. This is a hobby. You know, we're all here to have fun and to have a good time. If you're not having fun, then why are you doing it? You don't have to be
about you this weekend, Jason.
You don't have to be the upset, angry person, or you know, always be the dickhead or I'm better than you type of attitude. Just have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's enough other reasons in the world for you to get upset and pissed off at. Leave your hobbies alone.
Hobbies are just what I kind of did. It's not necessarily life. It's just a hobby. And
you know what
as I was saying yesterday with the second show that we had for startup, yesterday was just a score. The only score that matters is the one you put up at finals, or if you're putting up a personal best, that matters, obviously. But the one at finals is the one that you're striving for 5 or 6 or 10 or 15 shows during the year. That's when we should be a little stressed. But like Jimmy said, no, smile, get in there, have fun with it, do your best, obviously, but do your best. Just have fun, enjoy it. Make sure your team is there to help you have fun with it as well.
That's what we did down at Nopi when Christopher Allen was over at Ground Pounder. I didn't have anybody in the lane, so I was just sitting there at my computer playing. I turned my mic around towards him, And when he'd do a demo, I'd meter him. I was probably 300-400 foot away. And then a little later in the day, I walked over to him. I'm like, hey, that's your loudest song. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, I've been metering you over there. You did like 121 dB, 300 foot away. He just tickled him to death.
Right.
You know, that kind of reminds me of I can't even remember who it was. They were in the middle of running and they were doing their final run. And you know, mind you, everybody's busy. Sonia's over here doing something, Dan's doing something, and I'm typing it on the computer. And then I looked at him. I said, "Are you ready?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay." And I hit go. And then I'm looking at it and I'm watching it, and he's doing a 133, and I'm like, man, this guy's normally like a 158, one something else. And I look up and I'm like, oh, that's because the mic's still sitting on the table. You're running a table score, buddy. Yeah. And he just like, I mean, we all just stopped and laughed, and it kind of like relieved the pressure right at that moment. It was like, you know, he kind of just brought it back again. It was really funny. I don't know. I laughed a lot.
Yeah, I've done that to somebody before. That was a lot of fun. And I tell you, another one is you can put tape on the little sensor, black tape. They'll really see it if it's in between the two cup holders. That'll make the mouth drop too.
You know what? You know what's funny though? Last year, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 shows. I would set up the other mic, and I would sit a tag plate on the table, and I would stick the other mic right to the tag plate, and I would let it run, and I would have dual screens out front, and they would see it. And I told everybody, we're going to start a new class. It's going to be called the tabletop score. What do you do from the table? What do you do from the table?
I think that was Alex that was doing it, wasn't it, Eric? Or wasn't it Jimmy?
It could have been
Alex that did that.
I remember who it was, but it was really funny. It really was.
Typhoon trunk winner.
Hey, I'm gonna see if this works. Tell me if you got volume or not when I hit this. Okay, tell me if you can hear the song.
Okay.
Base wars, we bring in the war, feel the ground shake. Engines roaring, let the speakers quake. From JHB to Cape Town, KwaZulu Natal unite. Turn it up louder, we rule the night. SC now rising, numbers off the chart. Demo lanes dumping, feel it in your heart. Showtime madness, crowd going wild. Pure bass energy, roaring unstyled. Bass wars, we bring in the war, feel the ground shake. Engines roaring, let the speakers quake. From JHB to Cape Town, KwaZulu Natal unite. Turn it up louder, we rule the night. Bass wars, we bring in the war, feel the ground shake. Engines roaring, let the speakers quake. From JHB to Cape Town, KwaZulu Natal unite. Turn it up louder, we rule the night. No limits, no fear, just the sound we adore. This is more than a battle, it's bass wars. Hands in the air, let the decibels climb. Bass wars forever, it's more than a fight. It's time for war. Let's start. It's time for war. Let's start. No limits, no fear, just the sound we adore. This is more than a battle. It's bass wars. Hands in the air. Let the decibels climb. Bass wars forever. It's more than a vibe. It's time for war. Let's start. 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 No limits, no fear, just the sound we adore.
Jimmy, throw that on there on the phone.
Bass wars.
I'll play it with you, Dan, for sure.
Let the decibels climb. Bass wars forever. It's more than a.
I'll definitely trust me. I'll definitely play it this week or next week.
So you know the video y'all sent me. I could see Dan playing it, and you in the background. That video's. I guess Sonia mentioned. I sent that to them, and they got the biggest kick that we were playing it over in Iowa.
Oh yeah, they loved it too. Trust me. It was funny because I told Billy this, and you guys didn't understand it because it was before we started. But when Billy sent that to me, my wife sent it to me, and I didn't even realize it. I was actually Bluetoothed into the PA system. And I clicked on the video, and as soon as I clicked on the video, it started coming out through the PA speakers and started playing really loud. And I was like, hell with it. I just let it play. Turned it up a little bit more and let it play. So it was a great song, and that's pretty cool. I'm telling you.
Yes, it is cool. It's really cool.
I definitely need to get that on a file so I can play it on a USB.
Yeah. They'll give it to us. They said they'll make us another one too, this for the whole world. But and then
I'll send it to somebody and get it rebased.
No doubt. So they said they'd make us one. But I want to touch real quick, on the changes that we had this year. So everybody knows that we don't have to have 7, but we have to have 5, and we're no longer doing 2X's. I wanted to make that clear, right? And when you re-up your membership, you'll use the same 3-digit number. Make sure you put it on that link whenever the judge sends you that link, so your member numbers won't change. Let's see what else. What else I'm forgetting? Anybody know?
You did that stock cabin class.
Yeah, we created another class, bare bones. It's a stock cabin, do what you want behind the B pillar kind of thing. And when we say stock, I mean stock, but like if you move your stereo from this spot in the dash to this spot in the dash, that's okay. You know, if you wooded everything and still not okay, right? Stock, just stock, pretty much stock. You can put deadener behind the panel, Yeah. So
anything B forward or B pillar forward. If it's not stock B pillar forward, you can't run that class.
And there's no power limitation, no cone area limitation. It's wide open.
How are we feeling about big door panel builds? 4 6.5s, 4 extra tweeters.
Not in that class.
I know that people will ask about that later on. So
think about it like my build. Yeah, I can't run in that class, even though B pillar wise, besides the roof, everything is not because the doors and the roof, but still. Yeah. So
no stripper pole. No stripper pole.
You take your door speakers, but you still have to have factory panels over them. We're not going to be that big of a ass about it, but everything has to appear. How about that? Appear to be factory located.
Yeah. I think that's I really don't think we had many changes this year, which is kind of good.
No, basically, cage is not stock, but is it in front of the B pillar?
No.
Yeah, cage behind the B pillar, we don't care.
Yeah. If it's behind B pillar, anything B pillar forward.
No stripper poles, no reinforced wood showing on the dash. You need a boat. You can do your ATV. We still got other classes for that.
I've had boats. I've had a semi. Well, I've had like 3 semis. I've had a concrete truck. I've had 2 boats. I've had plenty of motorcycles. So I'm like unfazed anymore. And especially when I have Paul Nacer in my lanes most of the time, I'm unfazed on what the next current project that he's going to bring through the lanes, because 90% of my weird shit has been from Paul. I love him to death, but Paul Nacer is going to be back around. He's kind of been going through a little bit of stuff this year, but he's still there and he'll be coming back next year. So watch out. Pig Farmer's coming back. Touchdown. Sorry, and that was Patrick Mahomes.
What up, Greg? Anything new for Gimbo Wars?
No. Everybody liked the way we did it this year. They really loved my sound quality judges. They liked the way we did it. The 2 out of 3 was a hit. After the runs, my judges was just all anxious to tell them what they, to critique them. That's why we do the chips, and they was just all about it. Let's tell them Clay. Yeah, Clay, that's battling it out between him and Eric and Eduardo. It was, that was the funnest part of the day. I think, it was bad. Something happened to Clay's radio, and after it was all over, I said, "Hey, why don't you cut your truck off and start it back?" And he did, and it straightened right up.
Okay, I have a question. Have you guys ever thought about, and this is just me asking this because it's somebody else asked me this. What about doing the demo wars finals on a different day. That way more people could enter that and play in that. To come from different locations. Because like say for instance, say if I wanted to enter in your class, but I was going to win down here and I wanted to show my local judge love because that's who I've been running with all year long, but I still want to play in Demo Wars. So you see where the conflict kind of is like if you could have Demo Wars on another day. Like, like Saturday or I don't know. And that's like I said, that's just a question I was asking.
For me,
got to rent the location for $750 plus insurance, plus this, plus that.
Fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
That entry fee would probably be pretty high.
Fair enough. And I was asked that question, so I thought I would bring it up.
Yeah, and I saw that question highlighted about the bare bones class. It is definitely peak.
Yes, it is peak. It was just great. Yeah, but it's all good.
Definitely peak.
Peak 30 seconds.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. I just man. One of the guys that I really, really missed, and I don't know, I haven't had a chance to talk to him, was Zach. He's one of my teammates and my friend. I was really looking forward to him coming and running old school because he's the guy that did the 59 in old school.
Wow. So did Thomas. I think his score was 59 and change. And I remember when Thomas first started, it was like
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, them two actually would have been right head to head, and that would have been a really, really good match to see. And
we had one that was 2 100s apart. That was Shannon Boom. You remember? Wasn't that right? Yeah, but he had blown all his woofers and he couldn't try again.
Right? Shannon's crazy. He's like, he'll send that shit. He doesn't care. He'll turn that shit up full of odds and just run with it.
That's he blew 6 out of 8 speakers. He blew them.
Right. Yeah, you're not coming back from that to get to 0.02.
Well, he did his legendary run with the 2 subs that he had that was good and still managed to pull a 53 out of it.
Wow, right.
2 subs was about blowed.
Well, that was like
I hate people blowing their stuff up, man. But I guess that's the time to do it, though. If you want to do it, I'm just proud. I'm proud, honestly, that they think enough of Base Wars to go for it.
He had called Robbie earlier.
Well, that was like I watched Jamie Brodowski, and I don't remember because he ran 2 different classes that I'm thinking of. But at one point in time, I seen him come out at a 62. In a musical average class, and he came out at a 62, and I'm like, he's about to just go no ball to the wall and hammer it. And I was like, I was watching that run very intensively, and I just like, wow, because I've known Jamie for a long, long time, and I know he always does 60s, but I mean, he just came out with it, and he came out at that almost 62 right out the gate, and I was like, damn. A 30-second music average right out the gate doing 62, that's pretty impressive. And everybody doesn't understand sometimes it's not a burp. A burp is easy to get loud, but running that music, that's hard. It's a lot harder to get louder on music than it is on burps.
Eduardo and his kickers was
literally it's a different animal on that stuff. There's a lot more consistency that has to happen that way than there ever is on a burp.
Are you funny, Sonia? Jamie has control. No, he doesn't. Jamie sends that shit. I mean, come on.
Hey, Walt, I know I have your address somewhere, but if you just shoot me that in a text message, I can send that thing out tomorrow. I have them all. We don't have to wait on them. And I just didn't realize that I had not sent them any rings. I sent them to every judge. I just missed sending it to them. I think I just didn't talk to them much that week or the week before. But I got them. We won't have to wait.
Yeah, it was just cycling run. That's what it was. Yeah.
Well, you can drive up. I'll give you some. I got about 8 or 10 left.
That's what I was gonna say. Come see me, Walt. I'll give you your rings. You got to come see me though. You have to come visit Jimmy at a show, and you can get your ring.
I think
there you go.
I shipped them out, some of them on Monday, and I don't know if Tony got his on time or not, but I know Brandon didn't get his Saturday. They still weren't there. They were supposed to be 3-day shipping. Jimmy, I sent yours the Friday before. You didn't get yours till the Friday, right? Thursday or Friday?
It was Thursday. No. Was it? No, I think it was Friday morning, actually. Yeah. because I had to run home and get them. Yeah,
post office ain't worth our crap no more, man.
they really are not. They really not.
I
What's
like
up,
my
Sam?
delivery boy.
What's up, Sam?
Yeah, Sam, tell us what's in that thing. We're all wondering, man. How do you do that?
Billy brought them to me.
Hey, Walt, I'll bring them to Alabama. I'm coming. I'm coming to Alabama. I'll bring it with me.
How many rings did you win, Walt? Between him and Wally, probably 4 or 5.
Same Friday. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Post office does suck anymore for sure. Sam, what does he have in that car, Sam Dunn?
Except when I send something to Richard, he's all the way across the country. He gets it in 2 days, 3 most.
You know, it's weird. It's weird because like sometimes you'll send me something and I'll get it in like 2 days, no problem at all. And then sometimes you'll send it to me and it takes a week to get it. It's like, what the hell? And it can be the same everything.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
think second place at latest will be mailed out to the judges 2 weeks latest from now. I got most of it done. Just painting them. And honestly, I would have painted them today if it hadn't been raining. So they won't be long like last time.
Do you have any sneak peeks that you could show people, Billy? Because I know I've been asked.
Yeah, I could run downstairs and get one that I could show. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot if you don't feel comfortable showing it.
No, it's fine. It's not finished.
Second and third place.
It was the concept. But yeah, let me go get it, and I'll be right back.
Okay. And remember, guys, when he shows this, this is the concept piece. This is what he kind of made up his art and kind of arts and crafts. It was a Jeep Commander. Okay. What's in it though? Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't see that one. Sorry. Makes sense. Crossfire for sure.
Okay.
Crossfire for the win, and then you got sound check touching it as well. So, right. I talked to somebody and I asked why, and he was like, "There's no reason." I was like, "Fair enough." So, fair enough. I mean, fair enough. You can't even say anything else, but fair enough.
I guess I got a question about that. Why are you putting it in the hot seat? That's illegal.
What's that?
Can't do hot seat in the kick panel, man.
We're still trying to confirm that.
Can't do it that way.
The West Coast judge is trying to confirm with the people that we're actually setting the vehicle up. So we're waiting on Richard to yay or nay. A lot of controversy on that run.
I'll tell you, I've watched that video plenty of times, and I'm just going to stay out.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay out of that one. Because I can't honestly tell you an unbiased opinion, yes or no, on that. So I'm going to stay out of that one because there's not enough video evidence to prove either way.
Right.
You can
my thoughts on it.
Speculate what you can see here, and you can speculate what you see here, and speculate what you see here. But without proof, hearsay is hearsay. And I'm sorry to be that way and to be an ass about it, but hearsay is hearsay. It's kind of one of the things. It's like if the judge says it's good, it's good. But that's my personal opinion. And y'all can get mad at me for that all you want to, but my personal opinion is if the judge said it was good, it's a good run.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at this point, it's up to the judge. And that would be Richard.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
So
he comes back after all that.
it's a little bit dirty, but so this was one that I covered in red leather, and it's good, it's okay, and it's got this. This is a like I said, this was a concept. So there'll be some ink in here. Oh, I'm sorry. There'll be ink in here. 2 sponsors over here. Whatever place in the middle, a little baseball symbol, whatnot, class, maybe. And so this is covered in leather, and this is kind of what it is. I might, but I'm limited. I only bought the red leather and I bought a purple leather for the second, third. That'll be the differentiating factor. But I'm considering painting them, not black. But so I don't know if you can see the texture on the leather, but so leather, of course, has got a little texture to it. Don't know if you probably can't see that.
It's hard to see on the camera, sir. Yes, sir.
Like a grain.
So does this bed liner material, got a little texture. And if I paint them, that will make them a lot faster, and I will be able to choose more colors. So if I paint them, I thought doing a bright lime green for one set and a bright purple, or a purple of the brightest purple I could get, kind of like on that car behind me, for the other color. So, yeah. So,
but you could screw a couple straps on it and turn it into a belt.
Yeah, it is supposed
to. Or a necklace.
At first,
slave, and it could be a necklace.
Yeah. At first, I had another small thing here, but that other side, the other little step down, was just too small, and there, you couldn't really see what I might have put in it, So I just stepped back up to 2 and left it like that. So, but yeah, I wanted it to resemble a belt.
Definitely appreciate the input, Sam, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what I decided. And so we got some weather down here in the south right now, but as soon as the rain stops, humidity and stuff, I'm gonna paint them. But I got to spray them outside. I don't think I should spray them in the shop with the bed liner material. I'm not worried about the paint so much, but that bed liner material, it's a 2-part bed liner material, and it's tough. But anyway, so yeah. That's it. Both second and thirds are the same size. One pattern, one everything. I got them all. They're all cut. They're all done. I even took video of me making them. So when it's all said and done, I'm going to post a video of them, time lapse kind of thing.
Very cool.
Definitely. For sure.
Yeah.
And then it'll have like an acrylic center, right?
No, the acrylic we couldn't get done. Richard was going to do that, but he was too busy. So on this piece of this is a what do we call plastic, some sort of a plastic piece on the back, right? What do you call plastic? Fancy word.
Plastic.
Acrylic from like
not acrylic, but it's some kind of plastic, right?
ABS.
And, so there'll be a print,
PVC or something.
ABS.
Yeah, there'll be a print here there'll be a print on what you see. This white won't be white. It'll be stuff in there, and then it gets put together. I probably will glue it together. If not, a little screw. Greg, I think it was you or maybe somebody suggested a hanger. Put a hanger back there on the top part.
ABS.
So it can be hung on the wall.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, Sam, you need to jump in there with us.
Actually, I think it is an ABS, and though this is white, I got a black one. I got black ABS.
They have a white, gray, and black ABS.
Well, I got black, and this is I think it was quarter inch thick. I personally like the leather, but time wise, I think you guys would probably rather get them in your hands quicker. It would take me. I think this piece, and that's the first thing I built in a while, but this piece took me probably 15, 20 minutes or longer to cover. Took me.
I agree with you. The overall look, me personally, I like the leather a lot better, but time-wise, I think the black, whatever color, the Rhino line, like your bed liner, it's going to look good. I think that'll work.
I like the leather, the way it feels better, but I just like that. But the reality is we have better color if I paint it.
Yeah. Grab or green.
You and me both, Diedrich. You and me both, man. The apostrophes and the capital letters and names. Yep.
Don't work. It doesn't work. It is what it is.
Yeah. And as far as where they are, they're all routed. I don't know if you. Well, I could probably show you on this. They're all sitting and complete. There's a little bevel right here. It's black, so I probably show you on this. Got a little bevel on the inside, outside, and in the circle here.
roundup.
All that is done. These are sitting ready to be painted at the shop. 50 of them. So
Definitely. So, I mean, like I told everybody, I told everybody realistically, give him about a week or two to get them finished, and then another week to get them to you. So, theoretically, we'll say 3 weeks. You should have them.
judges should.
I'm not
Judges
promising that,
yeah.
but close.
Yeah, I'm
Close.
sending this in bulk to your judges, and they'll have them for you. Either
Oh,
to
we
next
can.
show, or if y'all meet up with them, or whatever.
If you got them done by Ruckus, you can just bring them with you and come up.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, if one of you guys would come pick me up, I'd go to Ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just fly down.
I want to go to Ruckus. I've actually always wanted to go to Ruckus, and Dan Kurt was the one that always tried to really get me to go to Ruckus with him. But, you know, Ruckus is like a 15-hour drive for me. It's so far. And then having to get up and go to work and having to take 2 or 3 days off to go to the show. And, you know, it's hard. Not that it wasn't worth it, but, you know, I don't know. I kind of regret it now not going with the Big Oak, but yeah. So
yeah. He got a demo for me at that show. I remember that well.
Yeah.
Billy, I see you looking at
reading
that
this
one a little bit.
Not sure I'm following it. This one. The state abbreviations. Oh, I see. Yeah, not a bad idea. I will see how hard that is to do.
I don't know if we got
That data pulls from what the judges send me.
Well,
And I don't think that will be doable.
why don't you go with me, Sonia?
We did try to
Right.
come up with a little game plan for next year too, like on the top 10s. Like if somebody gets their 5 shows in and then qualified, the little line or bar that they're on, we're going to try to highlight it a different color. So when you see that, like say,
change the color of their name.
in Warlock, if it shows my name in blue, then I've got my 5 shows and I'm qualified.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Clay. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, sir. But unfortunately, Ruckus is like, I want to say 15 hours from me, and Wake the Dead is 6. So it's a big difference. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wake the Dead is a great show, but it's only a 1-day show. So, but it runs from like 10 till midnight.
Yeah, that's probably spend 6 hours from him.
Yeah.
Show 6 hours.
The judges are sending all those scores in to me kind of as we speak. I've gotten a few of them already. Jimmy sent me his. I think that's the only ones I've got. Somebody texted me one. Don't remember who it is. I'd have to look. You did?
I sent you.
So I've got some of them, but as soon as I get them all in, I'll put them all down and sift through them. So I'd say a week or so. Just depends on how quick the judges send it to me, to be honest with you. I think Richard has sent me his. We're waiting on South Africa. I don't know if Tony did any or not. No, I hadn't heard. I got to follow up with all the judges and make sure they didn't or did, that kind of thing. And I've been building those awards. So, but it'll be pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. And if you did wind up with a world record, not only I'll be reaching out to you to get your address. Jimmy sent me addresses with all his. Sonya did.
No, I didn't do it. My wife did. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll make a plan.
Nope.
I had
Jack
one
was the only
here.
one.
Yeah. Let me. I'll do different artwork, but let me. I'll be right back. Just 1 second.
Running him to death, ain't we?
Yeah, he's probably going to go get one that he's sent off from last year, probably.
It's the one he misspelled. He just wait. Ron
Brad. Yeah. So far, the Chiefs are winning. They're a touchdown ahead.
Man, they gonna lose.
Oh, hold on now. Billy was breaking up really bad. I didn't hear what he said. What'd he say? Billy. What'd you say, Billy? Billy. What? Yeah, now we can hear.
Yeah, you get something like this. I'll do different artwork. Yeah, you'll get something like this in the mail. That's what the $50 was for.
Yeah.
Get the judge there, cut me a little cut, and making an award.
Spell his name wrong.
Yeah, I think I did. I think it was not 2 Z's. I can't remember exactly what the problem was, but it was either I don't remember if it was the L's or the Z's, but one of them was doubled and it wasn't supposed to be.
And I got my butt reamed out a little bit this weekend.
Good. You need
It
that.
was your fault.
Don't tell anybody that. Keep that on the down low.
The girl whose name popped up on the
I saw
top,
that, Jimmy.
on her list.
Yeah.
I spelled her last name. And I was like, it wasn't me. I just put in a number.
I spelled their last name.
Yeah, Kelly. You left the E out.
Oh.
Yeah, and Stacy's like coughing on
teacher,
me. I'm
Jimmy.
like, what me?
Shut up.
Can't even spell your
Well, in
kid's
my
name.
defense, that was a year ago that I spelled those names. A year ago, they had the Y.
Yeah, Stacy's wiring me out. I'm like, get Billy.
Missouri.
So we got Wendell and Sarah in South Carolina, and they spell their name with a Y. And then Greg's name is spelled with an EY. But the guy that gave me Greg's number originally had Greg's name spelled as Y
Is
in my
what?
phone. So every time Greg calls me, I see Y. And
My hero.
yeah. So I fixed it now. So see, now I got it.
No, it's still Y in mine. I'm sorry,
I
but
like
it's
my hero better.
Right. Right. No, it had that, but it had your name also. And yeah. So I've been like, man, which is it? And every time I would go to type Greg, I'd go find Facebook. Which way is it? You know, but I finally got a bead on it now.
Yeah, I shared a video of him the other day where they did that Vice News video over the stereo competition on HBO.
Yeah.
wow. That was a long man. You're old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they also did another one in Knoxville. It was during Spring Break Nationals. I went to it the very last year, and they were doing something at the Sound Factory in Knoxville. It's called Everyday Astronaut. Rockets Are Loud. And they used the bass heads at it too. Showing how water made stuff quieter. Wes had his kids there with power wheels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
cool.
pretty cool to be on TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, and and I don't know how many people here know like Cletus McFarland, with what he does. Everybody knows Cletus McFarland. Well, it was funny because I think it was 2 days ago, a video popped up, or maybe Drew shared it with me, but a video popped up in the timeline where it was Stephen Duncan at Cletus McFarland's fantasy, or at
I remember when he went down there. Yeah.
He was giving him a demo, and they were all just tapping out left and right. I was like, oh man, that's so cool, because one of my work buddies actually follows Cletus really, really well.
Right.
And and he knows what I do, and he doesn't really know everybody, but I showed him a video of Cletus getting that demo from Steven, and he was like, oh, that's badass, to be able to see kind of how our two worlds kind of coincide. It was funny though. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, I think that's the first time Steven went to Made of Steel.
I think it was Made of Steel, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Because Cletus is down there in Florida somewhere.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
David Cook went by what was it, Gas Monkey Garage. Got Richard Rollins and his.
Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I've been there a few times. Yeah.
I think he doesn't really share that video a whole lot, but I've seen it. I don't remember who it was that showed it to me, but yeah, it was pretty cool to see it too as well. Because Richard Rollins is kind of he plays that good old boy on camera, but he's really a dick. He's kind of really snooty, and he's above everybody, and he's better than everybody. But on camera, he kind of plays that good old boy, but he's not really like that. Let me tell you right now, he's a dick. I don't know how else to say it, but he's a dick. He's full of himself and a dick.
I've met him. He was okay when I met him, but I think that was out in Vegas. I met him.
I still kind of.
He was kind of out in public, is what I'm saying.
My wife actually got my shirt signed. We went to Couch Custom when we was in Vegas last year with Jamie and them, and my wife got my. I bought a T-shirt there, and damn it, it's right on the tip of my damn tongue now. Damn it, the other painter, not Mike, but the other guy. I can't think of his damn name. He actually was back there, and he signed my shirt for me and everything like that. I've always loved all the paint and shit that he really does, but it was kind of cool to see that, and. They were like kind of people I geek out over. It's like the motorcycle and car guys and shit like that. But
Yeah, they were pretty cool. I went there. It was pretty neat. It's been a minute ago. And then I got lucky. I went also at the same time. I went to what's the pawn shop there? The Pawn Stars.
yeah.
It was a certain number of series they'd had, and guess who was in the back? Not of the store, but in the back little parking lot playing.
Who?
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner. Yeah, it was.
They was having a party out there
That's
because
bad.
it was their whatever number episode. It was a big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. Pardon my language.
Yeah, it was really cool. And look, it was small. It was small. Wasn't a big deal. And so like if I'd have wanted to, I could have walked up and just slapped one of them on the head. You know, right. It was informal. It was really neat.
Yeah. So Ryan Evans is that guy's name.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy.
What's that?
Ryan Evans.
Right. There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like, it was right on the tip of my tongue, but I just couldn't spit it out. It was right. Yeah. But
somehow did something with what was it? Gearhead Garage.
Gearhead Garage. Yes, sir. I do remember. Yeah. That was pretty cool to see too. I don't know. It's pretty cool to kind of see the things that because I've seen the whole. What was that? The not Gas Monkey Garage, but who was the other guys that used to do it?
Misfits.
Fight.
But no, it was it had Exhibit and all them in it. It was like
Pit My Ride.
It was like Pit My Ride. It was West Coast Customs or something.
Pit My Ride with Ryan.
Oh yeah.
They used to do some really cool stuff back in the days, and I used to watch it. But it's funny because I actually read an article that said that 90% of the vehicles that got turned out of that shop broke like a couple weeks after the contestants got the cars, and things were just so I don't know how else to say it, but half-assed in all the vehicles to hurry them up and get them done. That's why the show collapsed, because they were getting sued right and left because of all the poor work they were doing.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think it was something else on the show, but I know that half the cars at SEMA don't do what they're sitting there pretty like to do. Like if their motors they don't run, the stereos don't play, that kind of thing.
Mine does. Remember, my Colorado was a SEMA build in 2004.
That's right. Yeah,
it's still all there.
That's what's up. I offered to trade my base ride this weekend for a really, really nice I think it's a Nissan, but he kind of giggled at me and walked away. So
the letters and stuff won't be burned in. There'll be a print stuck on this sheet that's behind here. And so it'll just be print in there is what the awards will be like.
Think of it as a picture frame.
Yeah.
But no, I'm honestly excited to see the ending trophies, what they look like and all that. I've seen Billy's vision on quite a few things, and I see the beginning and the ending on it, and he's got a pretty decent vision. When he comes out with it, it's all gonna be cool. And I'm sure you guys are really, really happy with what you get.
Yeah, I'll be honest though. I really like the leather, man, but the color. The color.
I've got one I haul with me every show.
What's that?
One of my sound quality judges just picked it up and was looking at it, and he's like, because I had it in the back seat, and he's like, man, I like this.
Yeah. I really like the tall ones, Jimmy, that we did. Those pole ones, those awards with the basket.
The one I have over here, that I've never given up.
Yeah. I really like those, but man, I couldn't ship them. I literally drove around the country handing those things out, man.
This is mine. I'm not giving it up to nobody.
That was before my time.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was 20 some odd pieces in that. Jimmy, flip it around, and the back of it is like every little thing is covered in suede on the back. I really poured my heart and soul out into those. I didn't really I did in the end.
Colors and everything to it too.
But y'all, would you believe I got complaints on those two? Just sometimes people are just buttholes, man. No matter what you do, you can't please them. And so that's why I just toned it down. It's like they're going to complain about no matter what I give them.
And and that's right there what I love the most about it is I'm gonna throw this out there, and this can piss off a couple other organizations, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, but you're not getting the plastic trophy every year. You're not getting that same ring every year. Mm-hmm. Billy really works his ass off every year to try to come up.
We did on those. Now, full disclosure, I did not design that tall one. A guy named Clark Meredith did, and he also built a lot of it. But it got to be so much. Like I said, I think there was 20 pieces that had to be covered in that thing, and it just took us so much longer. And then right before the finals was to happen, that last day we were trying to work. We run out of power. Couldn't do stuff. You remember that?
Yeah.
And
it was bad. It was bad. It's 2020.
Yeah. Is that the year that that David and I rode up there to look everybody and I said, "Hey, it's on us"? Or was it that year or a different year?
No, it was that year. It was that year.
I felt bad. But
David said, "I'm never coming back after that," and I ain't seen him ever since. Damn it.
We got up. Well, first of all, the day before finals was late. I had rented a spot in Lucedale, Mississippi. We did the finals there, run all day, packed up the trailer, gave awards out there, and what we had, and then come to my house, took us a shower. We left at 9 p.m. headed to Kansas City. And I think we got there at noon the next day.
Yeah. Now, mind you, from me to Billy is a 16-hour drive.
Yeah.
Straight 16 hours straight through. That's no stop.
I think I had done it faster than that. I think it took us, I think it's 12 or 13 hours, but we stopped and ate Waffle House when our eyeballs couldn't, when we couldn't focus, so it wasn't the fastest I've ever done, but it was the most miserable, and I ain't done that since. That's the last time.
I remember David said he was so tired. Y'all got there and he literally went to sleep in the truck. He went to sleep for a couple hours and he came out and got demos from everybody.
Yeah, but I wanted to be there to tell everybody it wasn't your fault that we didn't have them. So that is literally why I drove up there. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, no,
But anyway, so listen, is there anything else we should mention before we hang up? Because it's almost 9. It's 8:40.
Honestly, I don't really have anything else. Right. I don't know if anybody else has anything.
I'm gonna refresh 5 classes, and 5 shows instead of 7, but we're not doing 2X's. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna be able to change the color of your writing on your member number or something when you get qualified for whatever. And I decided I will also just send you an email. So we're going to do better about letting you know what you're qualified for, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We got the new class, the bare bones class. Dan, what we forget?
26 memberships. Get those sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
It helps us out. It's a lot less stress at the beginning of the year than it is at the end if you buy it in July or something.
So understand how this works. The judge puts your member number in the term lab. They send it to me, and that's where they come from. So if you're not a member yet and the judge don't put the member number in there, then we have to, at the end of the year, go, okay, so-and-so had 5 shows. Okay, then we have to go and hunt you down and add that member number. And that ain't so hard if you use the same name, but sometimes you don't use the same name. Sometimes you use Team X John, Team Y John, or John Team Y. And when you go to sort and put all those names next to one another, they're not next to one another. So I might be looking for Greg Kelly, and Greg spelled his name with a G, but one time he decided to spell it with an S. That means Greg, when I sort for Greg, and
it ain't all there.
His other show is down in the S's, and I don't see it. And I'm like, nah, dude, you ain't did that.
Paul, but if you're not a member, you can't be on the top tens, then you can't see how many results you had anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember Paul Nacer? He decided he wanted to be funny at each show. He wrote one time it was Paul, and then the next time it was Paul Nacer, then the next time it was Jimmy's Beep, and then the next time it was Paul the effing pig farmer. So he had like 5 different classes with 5 different names in it. It's like, no, you can't do that. Stop.
Right.
So,
yeah. And so basically, if there ain't a member number in the first shows, it could get missed. But if you just use the same name at every show, it's more likely not going to get missed.
But see, if you were with me and Dan O'Brien this weekend, you've already got 2 shows in for the next year. Look at that. You are 2 shows ahead of the game, and we ain't even hit 2026 yet.
Right. Yeah.
What would you like to know, Wes?
What do you need?
Yeah, I think
No stripper poles, no big wood door panels.
He's got stock door panels. He just cut extra holes in it for 2 more speakers.
It's not stock. It's not stock. If he cut holes into it, it's not stock. I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but think about what you just said. They're stock, but he cut holes. So no, if he cut holes, it's not stock.
It's got to appear stock. They said that last week.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude by that, Greg.
Right.
It's got
his little center, like I said, instead of 2 6.5s, he's got 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not stock no more. And that's what we said earlier. It was like it has to be in stock location. And if you change your door speakers and put them back, but you put them back in the stock location, that's okay. But it has
to take 2 speakers out and leave 2 holes there.
Yeah. Well, I think that'd be kind of like the console thing. You know, he did move it, so we'd have to. You judges would just judge it,
right? Like Wally and his Terra. Okay,
we don't care, Adrian. We've never cared about that. You can take your seats out and sit in them.
Not in the stock class. Not in the stock class.
In the bare bone class, you can't.
Stock is stock. Got to be your stock. Remember, so it has to have the seats.
Okay,
that's why I'm reading it.
I'm glad you, because I wouldn't have really cared about that. A seat's a seat, but I'm glad you actually put that into rules.
Go back to we need sun visors and rear view mirror, and things that blow up.
Yeah, kind of. It really is. Now, I hate to say it, but
if your vehicle is 20 years old and it's missing a little paint on the fender, we're not gonna get you. We're not gonna ding you for that.
I'm saying I know some orgs that will.
I remember one girl got penalized for gas.
I was just going to say, if you're missing your gas, you can still go ahead and run with that.
And then another guy had a back wiper that wasn't on, I think.
He took the wiper off because it was smacking against
it. We will never be like that, but we want it to appear mostly stock.
It's bare bone class. Everything's in there. Yeah, you have to leave your seat.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, exactly, Walt.
No power, no cone. Yeah, just like
no power, right. No cone limit, no frequency limit.
Yeah, absolutely. Play what you want, turn it up.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
What's we were it yesterday? Then
takes their door and fills it full of concrete.
I mean, it
appears stock, but full of concrete.
Stock until somebody contests it, I guess.
Well, no. A judge will judge that. You go grab a door on a Chevrolet Cavalier and you can't close it. Judge is gonna know, right?
I mean, eventually a mistake will happen and they'll get brought out into the win.
Yeah,
anybody that cheats, I mean, there might be a handful of people that's got away with it, but eventually their cheats or their secrets get out and everybody finds out what they're doing and how they're doing. So, I mean, you can only get away with it for so long before somebody figures it out.
Yeah. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
For having a cow hood. Yeah, you can't have a cow hood because that just looks goofy. You put
why have the cowl hood if you don't have the engine, or why have the 170 sticker if you can't do it?
Right.
Well, yeah.
Someone's going to call you out on it and say, hey,
how many times do you
walk the walk, man?
Because 6-cylinder. All right. Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody seriously showing us all the love and support. You really do. I mean, seriously, I'll say it once again. Without you guys, we wouldn't be nothing. So You know,
Yeah.
on that note, unless you guys got anything else, we
I
out.
want to thank the rest of you judges as well for putting on the shows this year, getting us the finals this big. You know, I had a chance to work obviously very closely with Jimmy and Sonia yesterday and Saturday, and I know I would not have been able to do my own little thing halfway as well. So thank you to Jimmy and Sonia, but also Billy, Greg, Richard, Jeremy, Javon, Chet, et cetera, to all the way over to the East Coast. I can't name all of them there, but thank you to the other judges as well.
I think we
Everybody
figured it out.
Family of
What,
them as well to help
152
them out
runs?
this week.
152.
150, I think.
Yes. We're a little bit low from last year, but you know we understand that because of the economy and you know things happen. But seriously, we appreciate you guys.
I think I remember that, Walt. We talked this weekend.
All right, well, I think I'm going to get us out of here then. Have a great night.
Good deal. Enjoy, folks.